thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on last year's national champions, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Yellow Jackets will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. The Groupers offense will go to work first. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, I remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Did the work himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and... Back to pass. Going deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Groupers line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Georgia Tech's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is.
He's going to take a shot. Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Groupers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now on the option. Quick toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
And the Groupers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Great place to start for this offense. Reads it, fires complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Quarterback sneak trying to power his way ahead for a few. Scores on the sneak.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This drive will open from the 15. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Ball is loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. The Groupers decide to punt it away. He's got it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And he just makes it look so fun to play quarterback. Like, he's playing his own little game. He just scrambles around, takes off. Nobody can catch him all the way to the house for 6.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So they... to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. Runs through a tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Trying to make magic with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Now on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1 yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
They'll try to sneak it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the groupers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Give to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Makes the grab. It's Chandler. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
The groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Alabama has just had no answer to this hellacious beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 14 to Florida State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Coming out with it, it's Jeffrey. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The option look. He'll pitch it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Goes to the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long. Up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Finding an escape route. There he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the... here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to take off. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the fifth oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the groupers will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Quarterback on the keeper. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
He's got it down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Craig. Gets away from one. He's got space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. A first down for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle with Sheffield. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. He'll do it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The groupers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Groupers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Going to sling it on second down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all. To the 23. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Kelly. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Dead center perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The run from the shotgun. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game.
He's going for it all. Brings it in down the left side. Open spaces. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And the triple option requires so much discipline. You got to be so sound, understanding all the things they can hit you with. And listen, the quarterback makes it go. You got to focus on the QB. Did a great job here, stringing along, making the tackle. Great job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The groupers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And now this offense will take the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They go to the ground. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the groupers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On his way from around the 50. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. Takes the handoff. It's Craig. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The groupers will call on their punt team. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks the tackle. Got enough for the first. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Turning it on. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. And the groupers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He'll ride his man on the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Quarterback on the keep. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Yellow Jackets have moved it inside the 20. Red pass, it's complete. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from